Well, 2 years ago, 2023.
Yes.
You started doing a podcast.
with you?
With VladTV.
Yes.
And we got a few episodes in.
Yes.
We did Neo. That went viral over
Yes.
some of the comments he made.
Yes.
Did Cisco. Did TK Kirkland.
Yes.
Anybody else?
That was it.
3.
Yes.
And then we had a public falling out.
Yes. And I didn't say much because you act like I said a lot of stuff. All I said was like, we did have miscommunication, and I honestly thought it was because we didn't speak like directly. I didn't tell you.
We had each other's
No, we did,
numbers.
but I'm saying
Yeah.
about the issue that I had. Because I had a list of people I wanted. I loved it. You know what I mean? I love the layout, the people environment. It's just like when I was giving you a list of people that I wanted to, you were like, no. But I was like, why? You know? And I wanted to be fluent so people can see, you know, me interviewing people and conversing and
Well, look, the reality is when it comes to a new podcast, even on a platform like VladTV, it takes a while to build up.
Right, of course.
Right. And I was financing the whole operation. You were getting paid, Mafia was getting paid, the studio, the camera people, and so forth.
Right.
So there was a cost involved with every project. And at that point, it wasn't profitable.
Okay.
Right? So I had to be very careful about which guests I chose because I was trying to minimize the financial exposure to the company.
Right.
And I think from your end, you thought I was just canceling people for no reason, but I wasn't.
Right.
I was trying to go with the people that I thought would have the best chance on Vlad TV. TK Kirkland was a regular guest.
Right.
Cisco, who had been on before. Neo, who had been on before. So I was going with proven people.
Right.
And I think you got frustrated in the process.
I did.
Yes.
I did because I felt like, you know, the more episodes you do, the more you get a following. People get more feel of you. And
But a following doesn't happen after 3 episodes.
no, obviously, no. I
Right.
know that, but I felt like you kept saying no. That I was like, when's the next one? I was getting anxious.
Yes.
And I was excited because we had a few phone calls like, oh shit, it's on this news. Oh shit, this person's talking about it. Because we had
you and I were talking.
Yeah. So we was excited. And we flirted. This person got upset. And this, you know, this person wants you to fire me. And they know we don't have that agreement. I can't fire you. You know, we had everybody talking. So I was like I was excited, you know, of doing it. But I felt like, you know, when I related to other people, I was like, you know, why is he doing that? Like, you know, I should have came to you, honestly. I shouldn't have been in my feelings. I should have been a grown up. I should not have done that, honest. That's why I apologized later, too, as well. And you said some things. You went on like a rampage about me.
I did. Well, okay, let's just set up the timeline correctly. You got frustrated, and then you posted a video talking about me.
But it was very briefly, if you mind.
Right, but still, it's like you're publicly posting something about me that's negative. And that was fine because I wasn't really, you know, this happens, right, in my line of work. The problem I had was I then try to call you and text you, and you were not responding to any of my calls.
I know, I didn't.
And that's when I was like, well, fuck her then. You know, because at that point, it's like, well, she did what she did when I did nothing wrong. Right? Like I was really like financially like in the hole over these interviews, which is fine.
But I did try to get it for free too. The studio was going to give it to free.
But
they wanted you to do an interview and then we would have got it. Yeah.
They did it. Well, I was still paying. It wasn't a huge expense. It's not like I was going broke. Well, my whole thing was.
But I even told Mafia like I could have got other situations for free too. Like I was like, let's work if it's a money thing or if the studio, I could have got studios for free as well because I got connections as well.
No, and that's cool. But when you went online and talked about me online, when I called you, I remember I called you a bunch of times and sent you a bunch of texts that day.
You did.
And you were literally ignoring everything I was doing. It's like, well, if she's not going to talk to me when she has my number and we've talked before, then I'm done.
Right.
Like if you can't communicate with me when something goes wrong, because things will go wrong.
I know. No, you're right. I handled that situation. I should have told you, said, listen, you know, I don't like this. Explain why you said no, or explain if it's a money issue. Let's work. Let's do this. So let's change. We could have been in any studio if that was a little too high priced, or the camera crew. We could have got a deal from someone else.
Yes.
So, but I should have been more fluent talking to you. Yeah.
Had we just talked that day, I think we could have just gotten over whatever we were going through and continued.
No, I agree.
This was 2 years ago.
I know.
So that's why when I started doing interviews after that and your name came up, or sometimes I just bring your name up out of the blue, I'm like, well, let me address it from my end.
I saw that.
You know, and
I saw a few. I was like, this motherfucker.
I was extra about it.
I'm mad people were hitting me up, but like I said, no, I'm not gonna put you on the fire. Yeah, especially when you went on certain other people and they don't like me. I was like, look at this.
Who didn't like you? Who?
The one that he cried because I was talking about, young children shouldn't transition and giving medicine and stuff like that.
Jason?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's my man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's gay, so he's gonna.
Well, being gay is a preference of sexual preference.
Yes.
Young children, making that transition of being so young and taking medicine and doing things shouldn't offend him. He don't even have children. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I wasn't saying that you shouldn't do it. If you're old enough and that's your decision, then so be it.
Yeah, no, listen, I agreed with you. In fact, when me and him spoke on the phone about it, I said, well, I agree with her.
Yeah.
So, you my man, but over this part here, I don't know about the other part that you're upset about, but this part here, I don't think someone under 18 should transition from male to female or other way around, because I don't think they have figured out who they are yet.
Exactly. Especially they didn't have no sexual encounter. Like, how would they know? They're so young. They should be playing with toys and just enjoying childhood. Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck is that? We're talking about children sexually now? Like, that's weird.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. But, what was it, maybe about a month ago, we got on the phone, we talked about it.
Oh, yes, me and you, yes, we did.
Me and you talked
did.
about it, and you apologized, and I accept your apology, and I apologize for the things that I said.
Yes, you did.
Because, when these things happen and they start to spill into the media, I feel like, well, if you talk about me, then now I should do the same. This is the world I live in.
Yeah, you're calling me crazy and everything. I had to laugh. I definitely laughed. I even called, Mafi years later. I didn't even talk to Mafi, like, years later either.
Well, Mafi was frustrated also because
I know.
He got caught in the middle of all this between you and me when he didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
So I can imagine his frustration.
Yes, I know. I know.
But I think at the end of the day, you and I are adults, and I think that the lesson here is that you could get over most issues with conversation and communication and maturity.
Yes.
And when people choose not to do that, it usually just makes the problem worse.
I agree. I just think at that point in time in my life too, and I'm already in my second book, my son has autism, so I never left my son with anybody. Like 10 years, I just been healing my son and also healing myself. Because even through the first book, it's about like my chaotic life, you know what I mean? And trying to find my way through life and dealing with trauma and dealing with heartbreak and finding love or trying to find love, trying to be seen. And then as I, gave birth to my second son, and when he got sick, life changed. He was 2 years old, stopped talking, stopped eating, stopped sleeping. And the doctors basically told me, put your big panties on, your life is about to change. And they said he got vaccination injury, that we don't know how severe until he, later on in time, we'll find out how bad it is. And then when he stopped everything, eating, sleeping, they just said, you should be grateful that he's even drinking. When they told me that, like, I couldn't believe how cruel they were. That some kids that have to go to hospital daily to get injected with fluid. That's insane. People don't know these things. Yeah. So I went through a lot. And then when I connected with you, I didn't talk to my mom for a while. I cut her off for a lot of things she's done, so she was watching my son. So I already was having anxiety leaving with her, trusting issues with her. So I was already fine. I'm not trying to, say that.
No, I get it.
But life.
You were going through a lot at the time.
Yes. So like I was mad. I was like, you was like a highlight. Like, oh, this is good. I haven't been back, in an industry. Yeah. And it felt good, and just felt good. And then I felt like you was pulling back, or he's one of them maybe. Oh my God, like I was already fucking in my, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't want me to win. Like, it was just a lot going on in my mind. I was thinking negative, and I also was like, fuck it. I just let it go, yeah.
Yeah, but to my defense, all of our interactions were completely professional.
Oh yeah, you was very professional. Yeah.
I never try to do anything sideways on any level.
You never sexually, never inappropriate, never
saw
nothing.
Each other, yeah.
No, even on the phone, people
on the
be
phone,
weird.
Yeah, we just had professional conversations.
Yeah. Regular
100%.
conversation. He was excited, like super excited through the whole project. But I felt like when for the fourth one was hard to like solidify the next guest. And it was weeks, and I was like, what the hell, Maf? Like, what are we doing, But I felt antsy, and I felt, I just felt, I don't know why. I just got in my feelings. I really, truly did.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
And we're here now.
We're here now.
Promoting my book.
And your book is called?
When Silence Screamed, The Girl Who Knew Too Much.
There you have it. It's on Amazon?
Yeah, it's on Amazon worldwide. Yes.
Your audiobook?
The audiobook, I'm gonna record it next week. So I have it on soft copy, hard copy, and digital.
You should do audiobooks.
Yeah.
That's just basically all the books that I quote unquote read are all audiobooks these days. I listen to them on double speed, like at the gym, and yeah. Yeah,
they said 70% of books sold is audiobooks.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I have to do it.
Well, Gloria, quite a journey.
Yes,
and,
very much so.
Look,
I mean, that's more detailed in my book. You know what I'm saying? Like the journey through my life. You know, through my parents, so you can get a better understanding. And also, like, you know, a lot of people, that don't speak in this industry, that what they've been through, and you can kind of get a glimpse of what this lifestyle is. And the grooming, and not just females, just period in this industry. You know, of the manipulation, the conditioning. You know, they condition you. You know, the manipulation of giving you drugs. You know, giving you the taste of that lifestyle, and then telling you have to do this, you know? So I give a little bit of everything, you know, of family life, of being a young mom, just everything. So there's so much narrative written about me. Now it's my turn, you know, to really, you know, be my voice.
Well, look, you were one of the main figures during like the video vixen music video era, which really just isn't there anymore.
Right.
There's no such thing as like the it girl of music videos, because music videos are not as important as they were 20 years ago.
Agreed.
When MTV was everything.
Yes.
A hot music video on MTV or BET at that time meant that you had a career.
Yeah.
These days it's just content.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Yes.
So you don't have these standout girls like you, Melissa Ford, and so forth that really kind of became commonplace in terms of like you kept seeing these people over and over again. Not commonplace in a negative way, but it's like, okay, these are celebrities in their own right now.
Exactly.
For being in music videos, which then transitioned to magazine covers and everything else like that. And you know, people became fans of music videos, which I just don't think it's an era that's going to come again, because with that was the high budget, $1 million videos and so forth.
And good music. I think back then you felt the music.
And great
it was so
music
different.
as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the artists had charisma too. It was just a different era. Yeah. We had fashion. I used to model for, we had so many urban fashions. I modeled for every of them. We had runways. We had car shows I used to do a lot of things for Flex. So radio stations, we had events, and they used to use us all the time for their events as hosting. I hosted also comedy shows too. That's where I met Kevin Hart. That'll be my second book. So I mean, we was in the mix of everything. Yeah. So even athletes, when they did other events and they used us for reggaeton concerts, I hosted. So I was making money everywhere. Yeah. There was a lot of money to be made. Now at times they want people to do it for free. You know?
Well, Gloria Velez, appreciate you coming in and reconciling and everything else like that. Wish you all the best. And, you know, I want everyone to check out the book, because we've definitely read through it. Doing this interview, a lot of the stuff we talked about definitely goes into more detail.
Yes.
Well, Gloria Velez, appreciate you coming in. Quite a story, quite a journey, but you're still here. You got 2 kids.
Yes.
You're a grandmother now.
Yes.
And you're still doing your thing. You look great.
Thank you.
You know, you see people, you know, you're a little younger than me, but trust me, you see people in your age range that just do not even resemble what they look like back in the day, and you still look essentially the same.
Thank you. So, I appreciate that.
You've been taking care of yourself, doing your thing, and until next time, peace.
Blessings.